Hi, I'm Daniel and it's Ashville Weekly, episode 126. It's Monday morning and I'm in the yard. And if you watched episode 125, you saw that we have a great day in that Flo's wife has gone into labour. We wish mother and baby health and we wish love to the family. But it left us with a bit of a problem. We have a train coming in at 7 a.m. which we can't offload. So I was scrambling around, calling everyone I know, trying to get an operator in. What I'm going to do is try and bring the LH60 round, get it warmed up. Somebody said they'll be able to help us out and send somebody down. But until I see that person, I'm still worried. Simon's in, trying to get everything sorted. There's no sign of the train yet. Oh, hold on. For a minute there I panicked. I thought our train was going down to turn around, but it's not our train. I think it's a waste train. It was a Biffa Loco, so it must be a waste train. I think I see the train going to turn around, hold on. RFS are in to help us out. Yes, the train's getting offloaded. Oh man, I didn't sleep at all last night. They're the people that used to provide the labour in the beginning to help us offload the trains. Much appreciated. My nerves can rest easy for another hour. Now we just had a chat with the operator and we're letting him know how we're going to offload, because it's not an operator who's been here before, but I'm sure they're more than capable. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and offload directly into the two bays of Type 1. If we need to go up the top, we put Liviu in the shovel, and Liviu's going to assist and move the Type 1 around. But we're not super busy today with material going out. GB rail freighter here, but there's no sign of the shunter. So I assumed that the shunter's gone out on the main line and our train will be backing in at any second. But we are ready, and as soon as it backs in, let's get it offloaded. Roll on, roll off, going out to do a day's work. I have a client meeting at the Refurbishment Project today. We're actually going down there to do a concrete pour this morning. And hopefully, by the time the client arrives, we should be near the end of the pour or completely finished, but it's probably near the end. Good morning, how you doing? Where's he going with a jump pack? What's dead? Why do we need the jump pack?
Full lift.
Okay, well the forklift's dead. Time now is 6:42. I'm actually going to open up all the offices, try and warm them up so when everyone gets in it's nice and warm. It's actually 1 degree outside. Terry's not in yet. Man United won the cup and he had a few beers in celebration, which the man well deserves because he's here every day before 6:30. Very good, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. Yeah, I'm good. I had a great weekend. Feeling buzzing.
Checking out the concrete container. We've put all the templates on the wall to let people know what paperwork they need to fill out, and we've got folders for each one. And here we've got all our certs for all of our cube tests as well. Incubation chamber is ready. We have a visit tomorrow from our consultant who is going to have a look around and tell us what other changes or additions to make, but I'm happy with how this space is beginning to look.
How's it done?
Hey, the concrete's finished, yeah? Testing. Braz. I've arrived at the Refurbishment Project an hour ahead of the client meeting, and the concrete pipes are being packed away. Unfortunately, we've missed the pour, but I can take you into the back garden and show you what we have poured. What you can see in this area, the first part that's poured, that is going to be the 3 steps that steps up to the entertaining area. So we've poured the slab, we're gonna drill the slab, we're gonna put reinforcement bar in it, and then we're gonna make shuttering and we're gonna pour the concrete steps. There's gonna be a wall which sits here of brick, which sections off the area. And you have another area here. This is gonna be a path that connects with the stairs over there. So when you step up the steps here, you're in the entertaining area and you can move up to those steps. And the brickwork here is gonna be the same as the house, and it's gonna match the brickwork there. So it's gonna look like it was always here. Also, we've completed the ducting. You can see we have 4 separate ones in place. The small one is all the data cables running to the back. And over the top of the ducting, we've also poured the slab, but we built shuttering and tied it into this existing slab here with reinforcement. Our 1.75 ton digger broke down again last week. I don't even know what's wrong with it. That's the first digger I ever had, and guess what? I don't care, I still ain't letting it go. Whatever it is, we're gonna fix it and we're gonna get it working again. But we didn't want to cause any delays, so we rented this machine over here. At long last, the structure is in place. I've been going on about it for weeks. All we need to do here is to bolt it down. So we put resin into the ground, and once we tighten it up, everything here will be in place and final. Now you might think, why are the stills overlapping? The stills are overlapping because there's actually 2 rafters outside as well. So the bifolds will sit here, but the roof will finish just outside of it, giving it cover. Anyway, the client meeting is about to start. I was a little bit late, so I was actually going to check the office and see if it was ready for the client, but I assume Vesha is good at all of that stuff, and it would definitely not be dirty like hell when Vesha has sorted it out first. Client meeting's over. The time is 1:51. It's late. I am now going to continue my walk around. A few things did change. Like the design of the staircase has changed again, but it doesn't affect the structure, it just affects the handrail. And the design of the staircase going up to the loft has also changed because we are now going to have a door on this level before going onto the staircase, so it's actually sectioned off, because the feel in the loft will be completely different from the rest of the house. On this level, we also have the steel frame, and the lads are putting that in now. Outside this window, the new tiles are done, so we are finishing around this window. So we have a cement board screwed down, and then we have this mesh going on with kind of like an angle bead. Now that fits all the way around this, and then we render it, and it's going to be finished in white. That's it, running super late. Now I'm going to head back to the yard, but of course the work continues.
And you'll look older than me if I see you in Tottenham again.
What's happened?
Your skip lorry in Tottenham.
Was my skip lorry in Tottenham, was it?
Yes, you look at the WhatsApp. I'll send you a picture of South Tottenham over the top of the... Very upsetting. We have took the driver and the vehicle into custody.
You've taken my lorry and my driver?
Yeah. Well, the lorry's handy for parts, isn't it? Because I run a lot of them Scanias. Not as old as that one, but...
Right.
Well, no, sorry, I don't. I've got to rephrase that. I don't anymore, do I?
Well, hold on.
I'm sorry about that. I'll give it back to you in the morning.
Oh, okay. So you have confiscated my vehicle, have you? Come in! Oh, someone's just come in to see me, Michael. Gotta leave you, but can I have my lorry back if that's all right?
Yeah, no problem. Pick the skip up out of Yanni's. Every time I go by, I see your skip.
Very good, Michael. See you in a bit.
Go on, take care.
Bye,
Bye, mate.
Hello.
Up north, and he came to visit Ashville, but he came in his heli, as he calls it. So he kindly let me go for a ride in it. So we're just flying around, and it's Tuesday morning, and I'm above the yards. That's HS2. We delivered 150,000 ton of 6E into there. M25 beneath us. Wow. It's been a very long time since I've been in a helicopter, and I am learning to fly planes at the moment. But you know, I'm not going to lie, this helicopter is very fun. I'm with an experienced pilot. Had a nice chat with Paul, not my normal meeting, but all the same, very fun. I wish more people would come to the yard and bring a helicopter. And before you ask, no, he couldn't land in the yard because we're too close to Heathrow. Now we're on the way back in.
Thank you to the Fox brothers. Come all the way from up north to brighten up my morning. The time now is 10:57 and I need to get back to the yard because our concrete consultant is going to be at the yard at 11 a.m. And because there were so many of us, I actually took the Amarok off Terry and left him with my car. And driving the Amarok, I forgot what a nice car it is and how nicely it drives. I might have to pinch that off Terry more often. Meds is there or thereabouts with the Ashville concrete website. So we're done with the aggregates one, we're done with construction, and every time I say that we're done with a website, everybody goes online and they start like running all these reports on it and sending in stuff, and I send it to Meds and he gets mad offended, and I say, why are you getting upset, bro? Just listen to what the people have to say. He gets mad upset and defensive, and he calls me and I don't answer, and I message him and I say, if you're calling me to defend yourself, I'm not interested. I'm just sharing it with you. Like, stop taking everything so personal. So why don't you have a look at the Ashville Concrete website, yeah? And let me know what you think of it. And whatever report you feel like running or whatever, please do it. It's like an exercise for Meds, like not to get emotional about it and just focus on the work. Let me know. It's Wednesday morning, and I'm on the road again. Daniel is rolling on the road again. The time is 5:05. I'm in London, close to the A40, about to be M40, and I'm heading up north for meetings all day. Furthest point up north, I'm going there first, that's up near Sheffield. On the way back, I have multiple visits at different businesses which are similar to ours, some bigger, some smaller. Hopefully I'll make my way back down in London by 5 p.m. I would say. Whenever I jump back in the car, I'll be on the phones trying to work, and hopefully some of these meetings can be fruitful.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for...
I bet when Michael calls me back, he starts talking about he was awake already, and he was in the yard, and he was doing this, and he was doing that. If he was up, he would have answered. If one can message the other one and the other one isn't awake yet, that means that you're slipping. Michael, my brother, you get up later than me.
No, I'm not. I'm out walking with my doggy.
Do you know what, Michael? I know what you've done. Nah, mate, you've seen my call. And you've just got up out your bed and run outside the front door in your dressing gown just to mate, just, it's all right, man. It's not a competition. Why is he FaceTiming me?
Answer it.
I can't, I'm driving.
All right, what am I going to do now then? That's it, that's better. Come on, doggies.
What is it? That doesn't mean that you're with a dog because you're saying come on doggies. I just wanted to prove to everyone that you weren't awake yet and you're waffling, that you're not up that early and all that. That's all it was.
Do you hear that skippery banging in the background?
Mate, just because you're going around beating stuff like with kitchen with kitchen spatulas and all that, I don't know, like what's this guy like? Anyway, you have a good day there, Michael.
Yes, yeah.
See you later. One meeting done. I went up to see my mate Wayne at Brids, talking about how we can collaborate, how he can cover some of my work up here and I can cover some of his down there. Off to my next destination. On my way to my second meeting, and David has just asked me to take part in a Zoom. Now at the refurbishment project, on the ground floor, we've got this open plan space, but building control have just come back now and said,
hold on, there's a problem here with fire eggs.
And we're like, okay, but you're telling us that now. We're going to get on a Zoom with the building inspector and see if we can find a resolution.
The best thing is going to be to engage a fire engineer to get them to basically, because a fire engineer can differ from the building regs.
Correct me, but on the first floor, all of the rooms have doors and they have a landing, so are you saying, and then downstairs, we kind of have the kitchen,
yeah.
We have the kitchen boxed in by fire doors.
So it could be anything. Someone could leave, a cigarette on the sofa could catch fire. There's stuff in there that even, it's a habitable space, it's not sterile. The simplest way to resolve that is a complete wall going all the way across and a fire door. I suspect the client is not going to accept that because it's going to ruin the entire look. A fire engineer will be able to justify saying, okay, we're not going to enclose a staircase, we're not going to do this. Instead, we're going to ask for these additional measures, which may be detection throughout the whole house.
If I get a fire engineer to do it, can you still kick it back, or are you happy with a qualified fire engineer who does it under their own indemnity? Are you then happy with that if we can display it's been done?
Most of the time I accept them because they put enough additional things in to justify, that is fine. Give me a call if you need anything else, all right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
David, do me a favour. Send me the plans on an email, please. The latest plans, the latest layouts. Please send them, yeah?
Yeah, I will do.
Thank you. That Zoom didn't go well, did it? But what I'm going to do is my best friend I grew up with, Paul, you've seen him in the past, his sons are my godsons. I'm going to call him because he's a fireman and he does some consulting. I'm going to ask if he knows anyone. So, yeah. Man, we'll go from there. Let me not let that get in the way of my meeting, what I'm about to have now.
Yes.
Number one, how are my sons?
Yeah, they're good. They're at school.
2, I got something in a property with building control, yeah? Where they're talking to me about getting a fire consultant to look at it, yeah?
Yeah.
I know as a fireman you go places and give recommendations, yeah?
Yeah.
But is there any of the lads in the fire station that actually do that as like a job as well, like fire consultants, like who specify things to do and stuff like that? Because building control are saying that they want a fire specialist to look at it.
Should I call someone and then give you their number, you take their number and call them?
Yeah, but let them know first, whatever the recommendations they make, they're going to building control. That's an important thing for them, yeah?
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, cool. Shout me back, please,
I'll
yeah?
get back to you.
Off to my next meeting. Great meeting up at Ricketts. Adrian Ricketts, the boss there, spent some time with me and his son and the sales team. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, this man gave me a schooling. Like, he schooled me. He gave me a tour of their yard and gave me some history on the company and what they do on a daily basis and how they do it. I love going and seeing all these different companies, how they do it. And you know, we're in completely separate areas, but they're giving advice and we're gonna do more together, and it's inspirational to see, you know, like what that family have achieved and the group of people they got working there. Absolutely smashed it. Hat goes off to them. Now I'm heading to another meeting, which I will be at 4:18. So now I'm just gonna return a couple of phone calls and make good use of my time. It's still Wednesday. I'm now back in London. The time is 7:40. Sitting in traffic because there's been an accident on the A40. It has been an incredibly long but inspirational day. I'm probably gonna get home about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And we're gonna do it all again tomorrow. But before I go to sleep, I've got some emails to check, and I want to make sure I reply to everyone. And I also want to make sure that some notes I've taken in some of the meetings, that I jot them down, because I wrote them down in like a shorthand format. I want to like buff them out and write them down, so when I come back to them, I have all the information and I'm not trying to go through my mental Rolodex trying to find things that like hidden deep in there. Wednesday, and I was in the car. It's Thursday, and I'm in the yard, and we will never run out of water again unless we do a 400-meter pour, and we haven't got one of them yet, but now we are capable. And it's the one on the back, the biggest one of them all. There will be 30,000 litres of water in here the entire time. If we fill up from the night before, we will not run out of water. Putting it all in place. So when the water's low here, down the back, if all 5 fill up the night before, when we're getting in the morning, hey Terry! Look at it! 20,000 litres, Terry. We will never run out of water again.
I don't think that's going to be filled with Stella.
Yes, very good. So we'll build it up, put it high enough. We'll work out if we need a pump, but I don't want to put it like too high. But once this is full of water, it ain't going nowhere.
The lowest point of that has to be the top of your water tank.
Yeah, but the water tank's 3.5 metres up, Tel.
Yeah, but if the lowest point of that was at the top.
Yeah, if the lowest point of that, you're at the very
They keep going until they go level, don't they?
So if the bottom of that is level with the bottom of the water tank, if that's empty, it won't fill up the lorry, will it?
Terry's talking nonsense again.
But what if we are really busy one day and that goes empty?
What do you mean if? When?
Okay.
When?
But you've still got 20,000 litres here as well, so you've got to what?
17.
At the biggest point. So
and Ollie's scared to fill up with water at night. He always wants to fill up in the morning.
Fresh, mate. I only take fresh water.
Yeah.
if you could, you'd fill up with everything, wouldn't you?
This will be your move. Water will be for what? Here.
For the concrete lorries.
To not fill up over there, fill up here.
No, this is the backup. So we might as well offload it where it's going to be. Pull the toilet out, build up a couple of blocks, and we'll put it in place, and then we'll work out what we're going to do with it. Michael was hoping to escape the yard, yeah? No such luck, the water tank is here. We've got to work on getting this connected. So we're going to put some shutter in here. We're going to pour something level. Blocks. That will sit up there. You need to run along the back of this wall, with the rest of the pipes just straight along, and then you're going in the top of this. See this? This is going higher, but don't put that size on top of that side, like, break it up, put another layer on there, and if you want, put another one up there, because we're going up to like that height. He's going to go there, and he's going to hold it, so he's going to brace it between the two in the corner. All of this is coming out of it, Here, we need to have a little tidy up. Just came down to the car to grab my lunch, having a look in the concrete container, and those 100 by 100 moulds are now in this little, I think we were using this to paint before, so we put some acid on it to clean off the concrete, and afterwards we'll bring them into the middle of the yard and jet wash them off, so they're nice and clean to start making all those new cubes. Time now, is 7 minutes to 3. Just about to go back up to my office. I have a Zoom at 6:30, and in between that time I want to use it to catch up with my emails. I interviewed 2 people this morning who are both great, who will both be great additions to the business, and we're offering both of them the role. I am building my A-team. Avengers Assemble. It's Friday morning. I'm on the road again. Galileo, 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 da, da, da. Time is 10 to 6. Pulling up in the yard in a second. Good morning. See how the lads are getting on. They'll probably be pulling out of the yard as I pull in. We went round and did some checks of all the floodlighting and the sensors in the yard the other day. We went and changed all the batteries, cleaned a couple of the lights, and so I just wanted to take a drive and see if it's all working. It's important that in the yard you ensure that when the lads get in the morning, like there's enough light that they can actually safely check the lorries. Like wherever you park, you have enough light to check the lorry properly, which is great, you know, and safely move around. Peter? Morning. What did you use the battery pack on?
Yeah, it was on Thursday, I think, on service, but they did nothing.
It was in Scania on Thursday, and you have to...
Yeah, they started with jumping, but they don't do anything.
Fine. Where are you, in the bed? In the cot?
I thought you were a Catholic boy, and obviously you're not. At 8 o'clock I was working for you again last night.
That's the job of the entertainments manager.
No. I told you the entertainment manager takes the boys out, gets with them.
You're taking the clients out and you're getting... Why are you not at work? Where are you going?
I am on my way into work because I slept in this morning for the first time in a long time. And the only reason I'm going in, because I was supposed to go to an auction this morning.
What auction were you going to? Or why weren't we invited?
I'm only going out there and meet a few people.
So you're out going drinking again today?
No. I'm only going to see them. You've got a bit of work down this way that you can't handle because it's a big job. They need more than 2 broken down Scanias.
Are you putting any of your old rust buckets in auction they're having?
I'm only going there just for 1 cup of tea, 1 burger, and have a chat.
You know anyone who's got an old riddle bucket for a 26 tonner that I could have? Not a new one, a second-hand one.
That could be a good shout for today where we're going. And if I can see anything, I'll take pictures, send it to you.
You could bid for it in the auction, and then I could pay you back on a payment plan.
Well, you probably have to, wouldn't you? Do you know what's up here as well? There's a brand new 22 plate Discovery. Do you want me to get that for you so that you've got more room?
Nah, I'm alright, thanks mate, appreciate it. I already had the Discovery. Do you want me to speak to the sticker man and see if that 18-month waiting list for your new Range Rover Vogue, to see if we can get you down to 18 days, which you probably could?
No, you're alright, thanks. When I pick my new Range Rover, you wait to see what they're going to give me.
They're going to give you the keys, Michael.
Go on, I'll speak to you later. Take care.
Back in the yard, the lads are knocking together the moulds because we need to start making concrete blocks.
I'm home now.
Look who's back. Come on.
Baby's back. Hello.
Flo's back. Congrats, mate.
Yeah, good.
Flo is now a dad of 2. How's the wife?
Good.
She's good, yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
You back now?
Yeah, we are back.
You're back, yeah?
Back to business.
Good man. All right, mate.
Yeah.
You have a good one. We're making something for the tyre fitter. So when he's inflating the tyres, he can basically put the tyres in a cage just in case one of the tyres blow or something, to protect him and everyone around. So we've taken a tyre rack and we're using bits of steel we got around the yard. Here we got some angle at the top. We got some rebar over there. We're going to run them across and run them down. So basically box it in and can roll the tyre in from one side. And then you could stand on the side and pump it up. So if the worst happens and the tyre explodes, like you've got a frame around it to protect it. So we don't know if we're going to keep the wheels on it. We could take the wheels off and just leave it there and then bolt it down. So we're not entirely sure what we're going to do, but we're going to let the tyre fitter make up his mind what he wants to do with it after it's finished. Now let's let the work continue. Sorry, let the tyre technician decide, tyre tech decide what he wants to do with it when he's finished. We got corrected, called him a tyre fit, he said I'm a tyre technician, so the tyre tech. Here we need to create a new slab which is level. The previous slab was not level because we sloped it for rainwater management. Saturday morning, and I'm in the yard, taking a drive down the back, and we are taking the timber from around a new slab we made yesterday. It's still too wet today for us to put any blocks on top of it, but what we're going to do is just remove all the shuttering and give it a chance to dry, and then Monday we're going to start building it up. But having a look at how much concrete blocks we got, we have another plan for what we are going to do with the concrete blocks, where we're going to get them from.
They're not here today?
He'll be here in a bit. Over by the diesel bay, we're going to take down this wall. Right, so this wall, it's up high and it's double skinned to make it stronger, so we can put all the admixtures up here. But we're going to move the admixtures and we're going to put them up on the scaffold over this area where the tyres used to be, so we still have a gravity feed, so the lorries can still load all the admixtures. But when we completely take this down, we're going to put jersey barriers here instead, and we're going to use these blocks and build up over there. It kind of just means that also when you're dieseling up, or when someone's dieseling up, you have a clear line of sight and you can also see what's going on around you, because we're not going to be able to pour all of those blocks in time to get that water tank up as quickly as possible. Now, in order to get the water to the water tank, Mikey has to run the pipe all along the back of the bays. However, there are steels on the back holding it up that make it nice and strong, and we need to use a drill to drill through all of those steels. But that is needed at the refurbishment project day in and day out. So David has brought it here this morning for Mikey to drill the holes. Then he's got to give it back to David, because Monday morning that drill has to be back at the refurbishment project. Came up with an idea yesterday morning and it's already done. We have the tyre inflation cage. Fine job. We haven't got anyone with any time who's gonna paint it now or do anything with it, but the point is, operationally, mechanically, it's done. The boys even picked it up because they don't want to dirty the wheels. Now drop that on that nice concrete base. Hey, look at that. On the bottom, so a tyre fits in. We've got some rebar on the other side. You want to put a tyre in, take that off, you put the tyre in, put this back on. Tyre is now secure. Walk around to the side, inflate the tyre. Should the worst happen, you have this cage around it. Another one of them things that the tyre tech, when I give it to him, he's going to turn around and go. But, you know, it's here, and he's going to start using it, and it's going to keep him that bit safer. Nice. Shalalambos, 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 shalalambos.
It's Saturday and I'm at the yard.
It's Saturday and he is at the yard. And look, he bought this. Look at that. This man has no sense whatsoever. He decided to bring his brand new Urus Performante to the Performante to the yard.
So, do you know what? Show on the screen, yeah. Get Friday. Show on the screen now. The last time I was here, what I did with my Porsche. ever do that again.
It's always good to have one of my friends pop in and have a look around the yard. Look at this thing, man. That is an animal. Now that is an unreasonable amount of noise for a car to make. In the hours.
In the hours.
Yeah, I do. Get that refueling sign, stick it on the front here, so everybody don't know where the diesel is. Doesn't hurt to give instructions. Fill in the gap at the back there, but in order to fill in that gap, we have to disconnect the pedestrian walkway gate here, because there's a pedestrian walkway around the back, and then move all of this down. Put all this kit back over here, park the forklift here. Nice, happy with that. I've been talking for a little while about the team that I'm assembling here. I've had a bit of a spanner in the works. Can't tell you the details on it yet, but I will share it with you in a little while. But at the same time, I'm working on some really positive stuff. Because of some of the meetings we've been having lately, we may be going into partnership with a much larger company. They're not based in this area, so we're gonna put our forces together and we're gonna create a new arm of Ashville, which I'm really excited about. So at the moment today, I'm working on the heads of terms, and I'm trying to ensure that they're fair. A lot of it says best endeavors. You know, it doesn't really make a difference if you write it, but it's to show this, we're going to do best endeavors to do this, and you're going to do best endeavors to do that. Things which can't be actually fixed and sorted, like this is what's going to happen and this how much it's going to cost. How much something's going to cost is not going to change. It's other things like what we're going to do, what you're going to do, because you can't measure the results before you even start because you don't know what's going to happen. I'm already talking to Meds about the website and the layout. Luckily for me, because I'm always thinking ahead and I have a memory of the future before it happens, and then I try to make it happen. See if you can work out what I just said there, but that's how I visualize it. We've already bought the website. We already have the layout for the website. We already have the company colors, which fits with the existing Ashville brand. It's just a new arm of how we're going to do it. We already have all the media platforms in order to push it, and I'm putting together a plan to go out to our existing customers because it's a new offering, but all of our existing customers, they will also use this equipment and services as well. And I was brainstorming last night, writing down notes, which I came in today and tidied up and then shared with Matt and Terry. At the same time as that, this other employment issue I'm working on is it's bothering me. I'm going to go into central London because I have a suit and I need to get it slightly altered. I'm out with Michael O'Donovan next Saturday and I've got no time to take it somewhere and then go back and get it altered. So if I can go today, Saturday afternoon, and drop it off, hopefully I can collect it midweek. And hopefully next week, when I go to the event, I won't look like I need to wipe jam on my ankles and invite my trousers down for tea, because Michael O'Donovan will absolutely ruin me if that happens. I have a flying lesson in the morning, but after I head in central and I'm back, I'm going to get back on this business plan and this working model, and I'm going to put some more horsepower into it, because by the time Monday morning comes, not done and dusted, but I want to have done my part. We have this thing, what we say at Ashville, like, we're waiting on them. No one's waiting on me. I'm waiting on them because I've done everything that is required of me to this point. Saturday in the yard.
What I want you to be able to do is, if a problem presents itself, have a solution.
Okay.
Not check for the sake of checking. You're checking so you're safe.
So it's a bit like if I'm out in a lorry and I start to see my temperature go high, straight away I'm going to pull over and I'm going to add water to it. But I can see I must have a leak on my radiator or something. Something's going on.
Exactly that attitude. So you said someone comes to recover you.
Yeah.
In this case, you recover yourself. Take yourself to the nearest airfield.
Sunday morning. And we're going in the air again. I'm at Denham Airfield, going for a flying lesson. I haven't been out in a while, so Hamza, my instructor here, he took me into the classroom first, and the basics, we went through them again. I remembered all of them, but he just refreshed me, and he has a way of comparing it to lorry stuff, which is what I understand. Plane is checked, about to go out and start this challenge again of becoming a pilot.
Very heavy-handed. You're getting used to how much input is needed again. I don't know if you felt that's how I felt. I did think there was need for repetition. And from this to this is the transition you made, which is good. Very nicely maintained. The approach was really good. It's not your best landing, but that said, not your worst landing. You've done much worse than that. You're good at practical stuff. If you want this license, if you don't keep it up, unfortunately there's not much we can do.
Sunday evening, the time is 7:23. After my flying lesson, I managed to get to the gym, and then I've been at home for a little while, and I've managed to get myself about 4 hours on the computer uninterrupted, doing emails, checking through contracts. It is going to be an intense week, but I feel like I am prepared. And that's it for Ashville Weekly, episode 126. Click here for the Ashville website. Click here to subscribe to our channel. Click here to see an Ashville video you may not have seen before. And click here for last week's video, which was number 125. I think that's the number where we are. Is that 126? Is that 126?